Pro Football Weekly's 8-team battle to find the best offense in the NFL is now down to the semifinals. That's after you guys voted in the Patriots over the Panthers. What started off as a pretty close race before New England pulled away. They now face the Saints in our semifinals. But the first matchup in the Final Four, the Packers and Lions. The Lions coming off a surprising win over the Eagles in the first round. Eric Edholm and Hub Arkish are in the trenches to battle it out.
Well, Eric, we're back with round 2 of our effort to find the best offense in the National Football League. The Pro Football Weekly editors took a poll, gave us the top 8. We've eliminated 4, and you've got somewhat of a surprise entrance in the semifinals. The Detroit Lions, big winners over the Philadelphia Eagles, 58% to 42% in the popular vote from all of our readers, viewers, and listeners. I, on the other hand, have the Green Bay Packers. I think a lot of folks expected them to be here, and they're going to be pretty tough to beat.
Yeah, I got to bring out my big guns early. I got to start with Calvin Johnson, who I think might be the best non-quarterback in the NFL. I think he's absolutely a coverage dictator the second he steps on the field. And I mean, they could have the 3 Stoogers at wide receiver, and he'd still be just effective. It doesn't hurt, though, that they've got good wide receivers. They took Ryan Broyles in the second round. He's looking good in his recovery. Nate Burleson, Titus Young if he grows up. 2 good tight ends, too. So in terms of the skill position players around Matthew Stafford, I think they've got a chance to stack up.
Well, there's no question that Megatron's the best receiver in the NFL right now, but you go to Green Bay. Packers have got a Pro Bowler in Greg Jennings. They got Jordy Nelson with his 15 touchdowns and 18.6 average per catch last year. All kinds of depth behind him. You look at the tight end position, Jermichael Finley might get the nod over Brandon Pettigrew, and then you got Aaron Rodgers dealing the ball. And you look at the bigger numbers here. The Packers offense, just so efficient. They're what, 3rd in the league in total offense. They're 3rd in passing the football. They're 1st in points scored. They put the ball in the end zone. And I think at the end of the day, when we start comparing these offenses, that probably has to be the most important statistic.
I won't even try to make the comparison between Stafford and Rodgers. Can't do it. But the guys around here might be a little bit stronger in some spots. I don't love that Green Bay offensive line. Questions about Saturday, Newhouse. The Lions' starting 5 is pretty strong from last season. However, I think Riley Reif could add some depth, maybe take over at one of the tackle spots. He makes them better. And I think our offensive backfield's better. I know the stats didn't say that last year. I think injuries clearly played into that. If Mikel LeSure is back from his injury, if Javid Best can avoid his concussion problems, they've got Kevin Smith as insurance. That trio, if healthy, I think is better than Brandon Sane, Alex Green, James Starks, the other offers that they have up in Green Bay.
Well, that's a nice try, but the one way you beat the Green Bay Packers is arguing they don't run the football very well. Even they were better running the football than the Detroit Lions last year, and I think James Starks is going to get better. I don't know what they're going to do with some of the other kids, and you look at some of the statistics again. You're talking about a team 2nd in the league turning the football over. They just don't do it. They're near the top, as I said, in first down efficiency. Aaron Rodgers coming off the greatest single season, regular season in the history of NFL quarterback play. Couple stars on Detroit. I just think too much star power for the Green Bay Packers.
Let's have this argument in maybe 3-4 years.
These semifinal matchups are a lot tougher than the first round, so make sure your voice is heard. There are a lot of ways to do it. We have a poll on our website or at Facebook. You can vote there. You can hit us up on Twitter or at YouTube. Leave it in the comments section. We know there are a ton of Lions fans out there. Let's see if you can get another upset like you did over the Eagles. Just go to youtube.com/ProFootballWeekly.